Hello, everybody. Golly, it's been too long. Well, I have been uploading the Super Podcast Action Committee every week, and you did have a bunch of me sitting on my butt playing video games for 24 hours straight. Had all those videos up from the Extra Life charity event, so I don't know if you're interested in watching any of that, but at least there was some content. But it's been a while since I've done anything scripted, which this is not, but I am working on something. Hopefully, I'll have that done by next weekend. So, why? Well, I've been really busy. I've been doing video game guides. I do that freelance sometimes, and I wrote IGN's Lego Batman 3 guide, which took 2.5 weeks. Simple games, but there's a lot of crap in them to collect, and that's done. Before that, I did the guide for Hyrule Warriors, which took me 7 weeks. According to my Wii U daily log, I spent 171 and a half hours on that game. That's a big one. If I had any earthly clue that the game would take that damned long, I would not have accepted the contract for it. But I had never played a Warriors game before, and I liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun. And, yeah. 2 weeks ago, I was invited out of the blue to join a panel discussion on the Huffington Post discussing if sexism should be a factor in video game ratings. I'll put the link to that in the video description if you'd like to watch it. But it is question time. So the question this time is, have you ever paid $60 for a video game? If you saw my Wii U reactions video from 2 years ago, I had a particularly mature reaction to the fact that MSRP for Wii U games would be $60. Yeah, not a fan of that price point. I've gone on record as saying that $60 is too much. I draw the line at 50. So that's what the question's getting at. 2 years into the Wii U's life, have I ever broken down and forked over 60 clams for a video game? No. Will I someday? Maybe. Nintendo's first-party titles are loath to drop. Hell, you could probably find Super Mario Galaxy for the original MSRP of $49.99. Super Mario 3D World, I think, is still $59.99. I have Super Mario 3D World. I like it a lot. I bought it used. Sorry, Nintendo. I would love to give you my money, but I am just not paying $60 for a game. And that's not to say that no game is worth $60. Not saying that at all. And to be clear, I'm certainly not saying you are a fool for paying $60 or more for a video game. Not saying that. It's just personally where I draw the line. I don't want to pay $60 for a video game. Hyrule Warriors. This is a game I spent 171 hours on. If I weren't writing a guide, I probably would have spent somewhere between 80 and 100 hours 100%ing the game. That's certainly worth $60, is it not? Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I've put over 200 hours into that game. And I put another 200 hours into Try. Certainly that's worth $60. The amount of enjoyment I get out of games like Super Mario 3D World and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, is that not worth $60? Arguably it is. Still not paying it. I probably, throughout the Wii U's life, I probably at some point will break down and pay $60 for a single game. It's almost certainly going to be a Nintendo title. One, because they're the best, and two, because that's almost the only thing that ends up on the Wii U. And I'll pay $60 because it's going to be, three, because damn things rarely ever drop in price. So it's not like, I'll wait a month for it to drop in price. Oh, you'll be waiting years. It'll never drop in price, unless you want to buy it used. So, if Legend of Zelda comes out fall of 2015, boy, would that be nice if they make that release date. I might I might shell out $60 for it because I gotta play it right now. Now! Xenoblade Chronicles X or Cross. Not sure how they want it pronounced. I think the main character's name is Crossy, so we'll see. But yeah, $50 is really where I draw the line for console games. I actually draw it at $20 for handheld games. Oh yeah, I have a 3DS, thanks to generous viewers like you. I don't pay over $20 for handheld games. I see a bunch of cool games and their MSRP $39.99. I'm 30, $40 for. That's what I buy my console games at. I'm not paying $40 for a handheld. And again, not saying no handheld game is not. I'm not saying there are no handheld games worth $40. Not saying that at all. I'm just too cheap to pay it. So that's where I draw the line. How about you fine folks? Are you cool paying $60 for a game? Does it depend on the game? Do you draw a line in the sand at some point? Say, I will not pay over $50 plus tax for a video game. Actually, the last game I paid $50 for was Lego Batman 3. Warner didn't send enough review copies, so I had to buy my own. I did get reimbursed for it, so it's fine. But, yeah. Next game on my list is... Bayonetta 2. I would probably pay $60 for that, because it's essentially two games. You're getting Bayonetta 1 and 2. So, I haven't purchased it yet, mainly because I haven't had the time to play it. But... since I'm so busy, I just kind of keep an eye on it and see if it ever drops in price. Because I'm a huge Nintendo fanboy and incredibly cheap.